Okay, David. Okay. Let me check. Okay, so join the panel.
Your schedule live isn't working, but you have gone live.
Am I live?
Yeah, you've gone live on another channel, on another stream.
Okay, so then what I should do is shut this down.
No, just leave this one going because I'll put all that is. Your schedule live doesn't work. Yeah. You have gone live. All right. Oh.
Am I live?
Yeah, you're gone live on another channel.
I'm going to shut it down and go live on YouTube.
You're live on YouTube.
Okay.
You're done. You're all good. Hey, Edward. I've put a link in the other one and told them all to come over here.
Stop it. He's live on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay, because I got waiting for Paul. But
no, that scheduled one isn't working.
Okay.
But he is live on a different one.
Okay. Well, we got a lot of people on that one.
Sorry, I've told them.
Okay.
Pointed them.
You see, that's what happens when I'm number one.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it. I'm still number one.
Shut up, Joe.
Lord help me. Too early for you.
Well, no, it's afternoon there.
That's too early for me.
I don't care if it's too early for you.
Yeah, it's too early for me. Well, shoot. It started raining last night. We haven't had rain here in 20-something days. And yesterday we got some rain. It started last night about 8 o'clock. And it stopped. Then all of a sudden it's pouring down about midnight. And I'm laying there and I'm looking at I looked at the radar real quick because it was pouring. And I said, well, we're good. I went to sleep. I don't know. I got to go look at the water lines outside because I know my car didn't get touched, but I think the cars on the other side of the parking lot, on the other side, right across from me, one of them may have got flooded because its alarm keeps going off. And that's what happened years ago with one of mine. When it got flooded, the alarm kept going off. And they just said on the news that about 6 miles from us got 9 inches of rain.
I mean,
all that water comes to us.
Yeah, Joe. It's 9 inches of rain is impressive, but it ain't as much as what Spain's getting.
Well, they could have it.
Well, the rains that they've just had, they thought they were going to head out to sea, and they've not. They've turned around and gone inland.
Wow.
Let
me ask you a question. How long has it been raining
there? 6 days.
Morning, Skyfly.
Okay.
Good morning, Brenda.
We had 9 inches of rain in 2 hours.
Yeah, well, they've lost 200 lives.
That sucks.
At the last time I looked.
All these governments got to quit seeding these clouds trying to get rain.
Yeah, more than 200 killed now in Valencia.
We're going to find out people have been using lasers to make it rain, and somebody need to get sued.
That's when technology gets out of hand.
Well, I'm telling you, let's talk about it now.
I don't think that's the case in this one. This is something that Spain gets quite often. The whole south of Spain.
Well, that'd be a good question to ask, David. The rains in the south of Spain, are they man-made or are they
No.
created? Or
Were they
are
mainly in the plains?
are they natural?
Natural.
Did you ask that question?
Well, I didn't, but
Google it.
they've had these rains before, but not on this scale.
I want to know were they
I see
mainly
they're
in the
also
plains?
watching another storm out in the Gulf Coast.
Yeah, that ain't nothing. So that rhyme about the rains in Spain are mainly in the plains, is that right?
Yeah, this is like Barcelona, Valencia, Catalan.
God darn it. I'm sitting
Yeah,
here last
Joe.
night trying to find something to watch, and there was a Tulane football game on. I forgot about it.
Yeah. They've just issued a red alert for the whole Balearic Islands.
Where's the Balearic Islands?
Southern Spain, just off. And France, I think. Yeah, so it ranges from Barcelona near France, and it's gone all the way down. Valencia's had it the worst, and it goes all the way down
Yeah.
past Malaga and Seville, and all the way along to Portugal. The whole south coast.
Here, Logan. Come here. God darn it. I'm old.
Of the over 200 dead, and they've still got 15,000 cars to search.
Oh, it flooded them in the cars.
Yep.
That sucks. It sounds like Katrina.
It was one of the hurricanes from America. So I'm afraid you're all going to have to empty your pockets and pay for the cleanup.
They ain't paying for shit. I got up this morning, heard that alarm going off outside, and it sounded funny. So I went outside. I had a thing in my hand just in case I needed something. I didn't know if somebody's breaking it or something. And
So
everybody was outside looking.
this is what it looked like on the 18th of October. This is what it looked like yesterday.
Wow.
This is another one. This is the where all the cars are. All the bridges gone, everything.
Wow.
Be right back, guys. I gotta head for the bathroom. I last night I took my clean out pills.
Yeah, I'll go eating breakfast again.
Yep. There you go, Paul. You're going out to the flooding.
What's up, Justin?
Stupid link's asking for a passcode again.
Yeah.
Could you guys just please hurry up with your election and just get it over with?
Tell me
It's only
about it.
got 4 more
I've
days.
just clicked an article, and it's the real reason for the rise in male childlessness. So why males are not having. I click it, scroll down, it's talking about JD Vance and something about cats and cat ladies and the fuck.
There's somebody making up stuff. So
Ugh. I
Yeah,
hate the
it's
news. I really just hate the news lately.
Some of those that sounds like one of those sketchy ass websites that writes weird shit.
yeah,
There's a lot of those out there that do that.
I can tell you one thing: if Trump wins, Vance will win next time.
I
You
wouldn't
all
mind
know
seeing
about
it,
Liam Payne, don't you? The guy, the young lad from One Direction that died a week ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
about him.
He fell from a balcony. Well, that was in before he was in One Direction, before it became really big. And that's Laura.
wow. So Laura said, "Shut up," and he jumped.
Oh god.
Huh?
Tell you what, we've met a lot of famous people thanks to Laura.
Gotten a lot of restraining orders as well.
Yeah.
What, like Sheldon Cooper collecting them?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said, I get to see him again at court.
Who was that one? Oh, Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they went to what's his name from Star Wars. They went to his ranch.
Oh, yeah.
And he got one
Lucas.
from Bill
Yeah,
Nye, the
George
science guy.
Yeah, the best was the Newhart. He didn't want nothing to do with him. He tried to avoid him, and then he see Penny, and he said, "Is your girlfriend here?" You know.
Oh yeah, what did he play? Professor Proton.
Yeah.
Which is funny because that's exactly what Bill Nye was pretty much in real life. It was the same type of TV show.
Wow.
Yeah, well, a lot of the characters played who they were in real life.
Right,
Like,
but Professor Proton wasn't real.
yes or no?
It was basically Bill Nye. That's what Bill Nye was
Yeah.
in real life.
Yeah, but he claims that Bill Nye nicked him, stole his
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. So last night in Orlando, Halloween party, 6 dead, two people shooting, two others shot. They just showed video of it. One of the guys is shooting. The cops all standing right there. Just cop body slammed one of them. Just reached out and body slammed him.
Where was
Why do
this,
people have to
Orlando?
do that?
Orlando.
Didn't hear
Not
about
far
that.
from you.
That's about an hour away.
It's horrible, isn't it? I mean, these are just young kids out enjoying themselves.
Well, we had a problem too a few years ago with people coming out from out of state renting Airbnbs, throwing these massive parties.
Yeah.
And there was a couple of killings because of them. And then the state of Florida was like really getting on B&B to a point where they almost banned them. I think they were talking about banning them altogether out of the state.
They need to ban Airbnb anyway. It's horrible. There's so many properties over here that could be let out to families that need them, and yet they're stuck empty because they're Airbnbs.
Yeah, they put a law out here. They were having so many of them in the same block that they came out, city council went together and they voted on it, did all this stuff, made sure everything could be approved. And they only you had to put in an application to be one, and they only allowed one in each city block. People had a fit, but they won.
Yeah, there was, like I said, we had probably 2 or 3 different issues within like a year, 1 year period where some people came from out of town, rented a house, and then threw these big ass block parties, and something bad happened at each one of them where somebody ended up getting killed or shooting or something. And they didn't even live in the state. They came from out of state.
That's usually what it is.
That's the problem with Airbnbs. You just don't know where people are coming from. There's one near Laura's mum's, and it's been used as a sex den. People they keep renting it out, and it got graffitied and loads of red paint tipped all over it. But the person that tipped the red paint on it actually dragged the footprints and drippings of red paint all the way back to the front door, so they got caught.
Oh, DGA got a sale on 0 APR for 6 months. For 6 months, same as cash. There's nothing I need.
Yeah, they got a sale on 0% APR. That's because you ain't getting it for 6 months. It's stuck in customs.
Yeah. They figure it's gonna take 6 months to get to your ass.
I
So
mean,
you didn't hear
6
this,
months.
Justin? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well,
No, what I was saying is last night it started raining here. It's the first time we got rain in 21 days. And it rained pretty good for a little while, about 7 o'clock, then it stopped. Then last night around midnight, it started up again and it was raining pretty heavy. So I looked at the radar because, my flood, and I said, well, it's going to pass by. And it was going a little bit to the left of us. Last night, in a 2-hour period, about 7 miles from me, 9 inches of rain.
Wow.
Yeah, that sucks. Between me and Johnny. What got my attention was this morning, one of the cars outside, the alarm was going off. And I said, oh, Lord, not again. Because I didn't park at a place where I was in a good place.
yeah, but last time it kind of proved that it didn't really matter where you parked, because even the part that you said you parked in before it got flooded.
Yeah, anything around this building is bad. Even on the other side next to the other building. Now, when I know it's coming through, I'm going to park up front where the handicaps are by the complex's office. Because it never will flood. You can actually see the rise in the road. And when it floods in the front, it can't get there because it's got a dip and then it comes up to at least about 1.5 feet, 2 feet higher. And you got about 100 yards to get to it, So it would take a hell of a lot of rain.
Yeah, Mark, that link's asking for a passcode. Hold on a sec. I'll put it in the chat for you.
No, don't give him the passcode. It's to keep him out.
Today's selective panel. You notice Mudball's not here, right? we keeping Dre and Mudball off this morning. Lance hadn't showed up either.
I don't know why it does that, because it's the same fucking link. Like, if you compare that link to his other one, from 2 days ago, it's identical. There's nothing different about that link. But yet I can
I
go 2
think
days
it's
ago,
something to
click
do
on
with
it.
your billing cycle. Because mine did it yesterday. And
Well,
I
I can
got fed up,
go-
and then I ended up going live without fucking Zoom or microphone. I thought, fuck it, I can't be asked for this shit.
Like I said, I
It just
went
had a-
back 2 days ago,
Yeah.
clicked the same link, and it lets me right in.
Yeah,
I'm
I
good.
used one from about a year ago.
Yeah. I always go to one 3 days back.
So they had a picture of the French Quarter just now packed from Halloween last night. And they
No,
got a guy walking down the street dressed like Beetlejuice, right? And he's got the girl next to him that looks pretty close to her. And then he's got 4 guys walking in the back with their little shrunken heads like that with them. That was pretty cool.
I didn't go last night with the kids. I went to sleep. God, but dude, my back was fucking stiff as a board yesterday. I was so sore when I went to bed. I woke up.
I
and
ate my
felt a
3
lot better.
mini Three Musketeer bars, and that was my Halloween.
So you had a happy Halloween, Joe?
Yeah, I didn't do anything. So it's crazy. Vice president guy that's working with Kamala.
Yeah.
He said, this guy is trying to be president. He's like 80 years old, and he almost killed himself trying to get into the garbage truck. And they show him climbing in the garbage truck. He didn't have no problem. I mean, somebody need to go slap these people. TJ, we're gonna let you go slap them.
TJ.
But look, just slap all politicians, right? They're all slinging mud, they're all talking shit, and none of them talk about policy, and it's all a pile of crap.
That's so weird. With the link, it's so weird.
Hey,
Team-
Mark, how's it going?
That's old news. That's old
Team-
news, TJ.
Yeah, I was actually about to write the code down that Justin had put in the chat, but then I forgot. You could always go back to previous lives and just click on the
Yeah,
on the link. That's
You know
already
that
there,
at least once a week, something's gonna happen where we got to figure out how to get on the show.
Yeah, but like with like when I'm at work and I want to come on like during my breaks, it's kind of hard to do like with my phone and stuff because I have to put a stupid code
PJ.
in here.
Lean into the camera. No, I'm not going to hit you. I'm not going to hit you. I'm going to tell you something. Lean into the camera, right? Little secret. Write the bloody code down on a piece of paper, stick it in your phone.
Oh, here
yeah.
you go. Here's a few memes for you guys to read.
Yeah.
There you go.
Funny.
Get your ass
Get
kicked.
your ass. That's funny. Clitoris.
Oh no. Where's my disclaimer? It's up there. Okay.
Yeah, no, the code is 1-800.
Hey, did you know you can't spell advertisement without semen between the tits?
God.
God.
I'll be right back. Damn, I forgot I gotta do something. I gotta go. Shoot, I actually do have to do something.
TJ is clearing out the panel.
Paul?
Funny.
Yeah.
Change the code.
Go ahead and keep that code on there. Well, one good thing, we kept Lance out today.
Well, I didn't know I had a code on it.
It just randomly does that.
Yeah. Paul, are you near your billing cycle?
Huh?
Are you near the billing cycle?
I don't know. It just automatically bills.
No, he hasn't synced up his Menzies with you yet.
No, because my bill was today, but yesterday it was even asking me for a call for my own fucking panel, and I got fed up with it, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm going live. No panel, no microphone. Sod the lot of you. I ain't getting that stressed."
Yeah, No, Laura's doing that on purpose. She's setting it up.
Laura did it?
Laura does it. Goes in there when he's not looking.
I'm surprised.
Well, I've got the link in Messenger.
Ooh, message.
Is it keeps taking me to the web-based one in Safari, and it just comes up with Safari doesn't support this.
Yeah, you got to go to Chrome.
No, it should just open it in the Zoom app on my phone, but it won't.
Well, like I said, the link's identical. If you look at today's link and you go back 3-4 days ago or even 2 months ago and compare the link down to the last little icon, everything's identical. But then this one will ask me for a passcode to get in, but I go 3 days ago and it lets me right in. I don't get it.
Well, you can't look at the chat on the phone from previous streams, so it don't work that way on the phone.
Oh, you still haven't figured out how to pull the chat up?
The previous chat, no, it won't do it.
I know on Android, when you come up on YouTube, you have to swipe over on the comment box. It brings up the live chat.
Yeah, no,
You'll see two.
on Apple.
Yeah, it's a bit of pain in the ass too. Sometimes you have to do it like 10 times for it to get it to work. Just sit there, be swiping and swiping, and it doesn't do anything. Which I think is stupid because you'll go to if you go to a live stream and it's already live or previous, it should just pull the live comments up or the live chat up automatically, but you used to do that.
Hey, just go to a previous live and just click that link. That's what I did.
I've just had some really, really awesome news.
Just what I've just been saying, TJ. Just do it on an Apple phone.
Yeah.
So, my only debt is Argos card, my store card. And I've just had an email to tell me they've sold to a company.
Huh.
And this company, unfortunately, had fraudulently used my details many years ago. And they're not allowed to actually contact me ever by order of a court.
So what's that say? You're saying you're not gonna
It means I don't have to
pay it
pay it
now?
because they can't contact me. Really should be careful who debt you're buying.
That's not gonna work. Watch.
No, they just won't contact him. They'll just close the account off if he doesn't pay it.
And they'll
Yeah, but
they'll
that's the
send you
point.
they're gonna send you a letter
They'll turn it in
anonymously.
for
Pay this
collection.
bitch.
Yep.
They're not allowed to
They're gonna
deal
say-
with anything. They're not allowed to send third party, nothing. That company is not allowed to contact me in any shape or form.
Well,
Hey, Trevor, how you doing?
right. They don't have to send you anything to close the account, though, if you don't pay it. They could just
But that's
close
the
it.
point. If they close it down, they're not getting the money.
Argos close the account as soon as they sell the debt on anyway.
Hey, Frank, how's it
Hello,
going?
Frank. That's what we need. Somebody. That's what we need. Somebody else to get him laugh.
I can't do that. I'm at the office this morning, so.
Hi, Lance.
Here you go, TJ.
there you go.
It's on a
There
roll.
you
Yeah.
Wait. I'm not saying Trump's a clown. I'm gonna do it the other way.
Oh,
There
there
you
you go. See, that's even better. That's even better. So,
Yeah, you guys got an election coming up this week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
is,
Tuesday.
Frank,
Yes.
Hi, Frank.
Turn around, go and sit in the corner, face the wall, and think about what you've just done.
I gotta. Hopefully the lines aren't long because I either got to go between my runs or I'm gonna have to go after work because they're open till 7 p.m. I'm just hoping the lines ain't long.
Well, do a good choice.
You're
God,
gonna vote
ours
today?
ours are open till 10 p.m.
Yeah, ours open from 7 a.m.
Yeah,
to
but
10 p.m.
this is the pre. Our election day is until Tuesday. You're gonna go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Tuesday.
Oh, you're gonna go Tuesday.
Yeah, if they're open from
Early voting stop?
The voting booths are open from 7 to 7. So I'll have time to go. It's just whether the lines are going to be long or not.
It said in
What-
Pennsylvania yesterday, had people waiting in line for 3.5 hours.
Really? Wow.
Told you, Frank, you've done it now.
Yeah, sorry. It just boggles my mind what's going on over there, especially that it's 50-50. It just, I don't know why. It's crazy.
It's not 50-50, trust me.
They already got 50 million early voting in. They got
Yeah.
50 million votes already.
Yeah, don't believe that 50-50 crap.
Hmm.
You know, I don't believe
Yeah.
it is.
Don't believe it. We all know that Joe's winning.
Yeah.
So
No, I
what's
voted
going,
for Lloyd. What you talking about?
what's going on with the drone lights now? Trying to switch the subject.
Yeah,
to drone.
quick.
What do you mean, the drone what?
No, what's going on with the drone life? Like, is
Oh.
there anything new? Is something
Joe's
events
loving
going
his
on?
Neo.
Not really. Not really.
Joe, sorry,
I didn't
Frank,
say,
again,
Both-
turn
both
around,
are-
Neo
take your
sucks.
chair,
Yeah.
face the wall, think about what you've done.
Literally, the whole drone thing is one big political nightmare right now.
yeah.
Because they're there's still a lot of the retailers
They're
can't get them in.
they're locking them in customs and everything.
Oh, really? That's strange.
Yeah, anything you talk
could-
about on here, Frank, all goes back to the same thing. So,
You can order it straight from DJI
Yeah.
and get it as a consumer, but as a retailer, they're locking them all up at the ports. The retailers can't get their hands on them.
Hmm.
It's really weird. I don't know why they're letting individual orders in, but then they're
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
telling retailers they can't sell
Well,
them.
the
so
other
I'm
thing
not
too
sure.
is I live on the border up here, Frank, and I can go over to Canada and buy them.
The thing is, though,
Yeah.
is if anything, that's just making DJI more money because now they're not selling the drones to the retailers at wholesale. So they're just pretty much everybody that wants one is ordering it straight from them, paying full
I
price.
bet you any money. The reason being, if you sell it through a retailer, the retailer has to give you so much protection. Right? When this big bang comes in, because you bought it direct from DJI, they're going to say you cannot talk to DJI. They're a Chinese company. Go away. Your drone
I'm
is
not saying that yet.
about useless.
Well, it's about to get changed because DJI decided they had enough of it and they filed a federal lawsuit. And their attorney is a former, now this even makes it better, is a former Democratic Attorney General, Loretta Lynch. That even makes it better. Because that's going to go in there and it's going to change things.
Yeah, but at the same time, Joe, if Trump ends up winning the election, he's already planning on putting huge tariffs on China. So it's going to drive those prices of them drones way up. Even if he allows them to still come in, they're going to be
He's talking about
twice as expensive.
tariffs on items that are built there, but that were taken from here. That's what he's talking about. He's saying, like, if you move your company there and you try to bring it back, that's where he's going to put the tariffs. DJI has never done that, so they're not going to get hit as hard.
No, but they're
You know?
still competing with some smaller American drone manufacturers too, so that could come into play still.
Yeah, I think he's more worried about the big items like the automobiles that are going to Mexico that China's building. That he said he's going to put 200% tariffs on, so they can't come in the United States and drive everybody else out. Which it's a good theory, but
But will you have a look at DJI, how they've got around the recent ban at the moment. There's a couple of people who have received their drones in the last few days that the batch has been sent via Canada and then
Johnny?
actually on forwarded from Canada into the US. So
Jody, JDS.
and then they're looking at filling the stores from the from Canada, backfilling that way.
Oh my,
So
Trevor,
got-
you
it's-
sound like TJ.
what do you mean I sound like TJ?
Well, we already covered this.
Oh, well, I'm going to get. I can't help it if my notifications came in late. Yeah.
It's going to really piss off those retailers that have ordered it and have it stuck in customs, though, because
No, but the ones that are stuck in customs, what DJI will do is, because they know that they'll just be bounced back to DJI in the end, they'll go ahead and route a whole heap of them through Canada into the US. And it really sounds ridiculous because to get into the US from China, that to get to Canada from China, they've got to fly over the US.
There's a
And then
passcode in
subsequently
the
come-
chat. Anybody's
didn't-
trying to get in. Sorry.
I did not know that there was an issue with DJI and the US. What's going on? I never heard of anything.
Oh, Lord.
They
There,
can't
it's been
sell
an ongoing issue for like the last 2 years. They keep sending a bill to, they're trying to ban them altogether, and the bill has passed twice in the House. The first time it passed, it got kicked to the Senate. The Senate sent it back, said they wanted a more detailed bill. And plus they were trying to stick it into the defense bill.
budget.
And so
Well-
the Senate kicked it back. It went back to the House. They passed it again, sent it back to the Senate. Now it's just sitting there. So
Well, this
Well,
is
what
important.
the whole thing, the premise of the thing, Frank, is they're claiming that DJI products are made by slave labor in China.
And that they spy on our infrastructure.
yeah, that
Well, I want to just
They're
slightly
involved
change
in-
subject because there's something important here. Frank,
Yeah.
is there any space in your world that I can just slot in? Because if you've not heard anything about this, I want to be there.
I haven't.
Yeah, that's a good, you're right.
Hey, Frank, I got a serious question for you though. I know you're big into RC cars.
Yeah,
Do you still fly a drone at all or no?
I haven't flown mine in two and a half years.
I was gonna say, because I know you had one, but I don't.
Yeah.
yeah, but I could see Frank not knowing about all this because he never was really heavily into drones anyway. I mean,
No.
the couple you had were just little cheapy toy drones, weren't they?
No, I do have DJI Sparks. That's the biggest one. I
Okay.
have.
All right.
That's the DJI Spark is Justin's favorite drone of all.
Okay.
Oh, the Spark was
Yeah,
a fun
yeah.
little drone.
Well, if send them into Canada, they're going to have to pay import duty into Canada. Then if they take them from Canada to America, they're going to have to pay import duty again.
Oh yeah, and
No, no, no,
imports into Canada is expensive.
Yeah, but there's a way around that because if they show that the thing is being exported but onward, then subsequently they don't have to pay the import duties into Canada. It's strange in how it works. It's really ridiculous at times. It's much like Creality 3D printers do the same type of trick in a few countries.
No.
To actually get around the taxes, and they have them pre-stocked at a particular location, and then actually distribute out from there. And they don't have to worry. They don't have to worry. Let's say they've got the base in the UK, which has got a 20% tax. The minute it actually leaves the UK, that tax comes off, so they get that back. So if they're sending across to Frogland or anywhere over in the EU, that tax is automatically come off, and obviously the only tax that will then be applied will be the EU tax.
JDS says, TJ, will you wax
Yeah,
that
well-
mustache for Christ's sake?
Yeah, I said I said that shit would hurt.
I would assume it's still going to drive the price up a little bit because that's a lot of unnecessary shipping they're having to do.
Yeah, the shipping
Yeah.
costs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whether they're
that's
paying
the-
taxes on it or not, it's still higher shipping costs in the long run.
Yeah, that's going to be the only minor concern. But if DJI is doing it in big bulk, I can guarantee they'll have worked out a deal with a shipping company to actually get it there. It's cheap.
Yeah,
At a
but
fairly
who's
cheap
to
rate in
say
the first place.
customs is not going to stop it at the Canadian border like they did at the ports?
Because it's not coming from China. And to give you some idea, there's over 100,000 drones that have already gone via that route so far since they've between the Airfree the Airfree S and the Neo that have gone via that route since this ban came into effect.
Well, none of the
which is stopping at
retailers
the border.
have them, so
I'm
Does
not
that
sure.
affect-
where did that 100,000 drones go to? Are you talking about just private consumers?
I'm not sure
Yeah.
it would work because it's not the fact that it's being imported from China; it's the fact that it's been made in China.
But you
So even
Craig,
if you're
but-
importing it from Canada, it's still been made in China.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
it's like the free will filters that got stopped because they had the word DJI on them, and
Yeah.
all the free will did was actually change their overnight change their packaging. Instead of saying they're for the DJI Osmo Action, just saying that they're filters for the Osmo Action, and subsequently flew through customs. It's just it is ridiculous. I think it's time a few people had their heads knocked together and sort this problem out once
Stuff
and for
Phil.
all.
Now, is that just
No,
with
Philip.
DJI, or is that the same thing with any other manufacturers of drones?
Just DJI at the moment.
Well,
Yeah,
the
so-
bill that they're trying to pass in the House and the Senate, that one that they've been pushing through, that's not directly for DJI. That's all Chinese drones. But
Okay.
the
Yeah.
port thing has been strictly DJI. at the
Strictly
moment.
DJI.
Yeah. And when you look at it, when push comes to shove, if you were to look where DJI manufactures their drones and how automated their production line is, there's no room for slave labor.
I'm up on the
they're-
panel, Dre.
Their production lines are extremely automated.
Yeah, It's
and-
not whether it states partly or wholly constructed by slave labor. So if they're getting the batteries from this area that's involved, then that's
No,
what them.
if you actually have a look on your batteries, you will see that they're either marked as being as a product of Malaysia,
Yeah, Malaysia.
or South Korea. Those are the two locations that I've actually seen on the batteries. I know they outsource making those to another country, and it's been like that for many years. So it wouldn't be the batteries that are doing it to them. Their cameras are Hasselblad cameras, which they get made up somewhere in the EU.
They're
So it doesn't leave much to the drone that could be produced otherwise.
Oh, no.
And but when you have a look at the DJI's plant, they do all their own plastics work. They do their own circuit boards and putting the chips on circuit boards. And the chip work is not something you'd be able to put out to slave labor. So you couldn't say, oh, you're using a processor chip that was made by slave labor, because there's not one that you could actually, because you can guarantee slave labor is not going to be as efficient, as clean and able to produce a product perfect every time as what normal labor would be.
even if
So-
the lithium used in the batteries is being mined by slave labor, that still counts.
Now the
it's-
lithium for the batteries, that comes from either Malaysia or South Korea when they make them. That because China has does actually have lithium, but they don't have that. They don't mine that much of their own stuff at the moment.
It's
Well-
slave labor. Slave labor has been around for centuries. Adidas, Nike. There's a whole bunch of different big
Yeah.
companies that went.
Yeah,
through
but
the
they're
same friggin'
they're
thing.
American, so they don't count.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's,
and of course-
and that's true, Frank. He's not even lying about that. Because they're American companies, they can get away with it.
And how many years
What-
ago did the US get rid of slave labor?
Well, they're calling it forced
Well-
labor. Yeah.
They
I don't
they
know.
haven't, as Justin found out. He's just done 3 days of slave labor.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's good. That's good.
I was working for pizza. That's what that was.
No, but I
Yeah,
mean,
I'll-
it's 100% true though. American companies have been doing it for years in China and other countries, and they've gotten away with it. Yeah, it's mainly just a focus on Chinese companies.
Yeah, yeah.
You see all those batteries are built somewhere else, and they don't have the Uyghurs are doing anything there except when it comes back to China, so they can package them up. Then they have the Uyghurs take them off the truck. So
Well, like I said before too, there's not just lithium. There's a lot of lithium mines in Africa as well. And
Yeah.
they found huge deposits of lithium in the US. We'll probably start
Yeah,
mining it pretty
huge.
soon. I mean, it's a like a natural compound now that everybody needs for all these batteries, for electric vehicles and all that. So now they're starting to discover these big deposits of it everywhere because they're looking for it. Just like
Yeah.
the government found a huge one in Afghanistan. When we were there in Afghanistan, there was a huge lithium deposit found there. Well, I don't know if they're ever going to do anything with it, but
No,
Well, they
that
can't.
thing
They
with
don't
the
own it.
There's at
the
least
thing with the
one
lithium and
in
doing
India.
batteries like that, it's going to become the same thing as with oil. They are going to run out, and now they're going to have to go back to oil or go back to batteries. Like it's going to be a never-ending source to try to find something that actually works. I remember 10, 15 years ago in grocery stores, they said, no, don't use paper bags. It kills trees and we're running out of paper. So let's go to plastic. And now plastic is banned and we're going back to paper. It's a rolling,
Yeah.
it's stupid. It's just stupid.
Well, you'll
People
find
forget.
you'll find that the people that develop batteries are working on the next generation battery, which will be another couple of chemicals together. It's there's work going on in that area. We've got a very large lithium stash up in the mid north of my state, which they're one day they'll actually start pulling it out of the ground. At the moment, it's the lithium price is not up there enough for them to start pulling it out. Because there's going to be the demand in the future.
Yeah.
They're just going to sit on it. But they've got they know that they've got enough lithium there to actually last them 60 to 80 years of mining, which will be quite a large mine. So it gives them a really big head start on actually finding a alternative. And of course, we all know that
Are you going to
drone technology, that they're actually looking at the hydrogen cell for running some of the bigger agricultural drones. So there's been tests done on those. So yeah, but be interested to see which way they do end up going.
Yeah.
I think the
Yeah,
problem with, hold on, let me look something up real quick.
By the way, David, while Justin goes to look something up, how many crashes last night? And David, you are muted. I think he's actually.
He's probably on the phone to Amazon.
Oh yeah. What is due for his next complaint?
Yeah.
This complaint was, yes, well, Amazon have him go ahead and stir them up once in a while. Every time he makes an order, there's something wrong.
Shut up, Trevor.
So,
There we go.
and
Boy,
like
you see, you wound her up.
so like you were saying, Frank, like in the southeast, they just found a huge deposit that spans 6 states,
Okay.
but it's only
Yeah.
enough to sustain the world's lithium needs for 6 years if they start
Morning.
mining.
Good
And
morning,
there
Dre.
There is a active lithium mine in Nevada, but it's only producing 2% of the world's supply at the moment.
Mhm.
And then they found some in North Carolina and Pennsylvania. They found a huge one in Pennsylvania. That's doing, they're actually mining that one right now that's supplying 30 to 40% of the current US demand.
Go up on my toes.
Yeah, we've got a
And
lithium mine in the UK, and Jaguar have built a battery building plant close to it, so they can start building
Why are you
batteries.
telling me to go away?
But it says the US does have one of the largest deposits of lithium in the world. We just don't
Really?
have enough mines mining it at the moment to meet current demands.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when you look at it, they will find a way to recycle the lithium-ion batteries that we've actually got, and literally bring them back to health, so that they can actually go ahead and continue the process. It just because it's only the fact that it's been turned into a polymer with a metal with an iron base, which actually goes ahead and wears out. So if they can actually re-extract the lithium back out and start from scratch again with it, could be a quite a good recyclable.
Well, not only would they have to figure out how to recycle it, but they also have to figure out how to do it at a cost-effective.
Yeah.
Because you can find a process to do it, but if it's astronomically just way too expensive, they're not going to do it because it wouldn't be worth it.
Yeah, well, that's something that what we've got lithium-ion batteries on houses at the moment, supplying electricity. We've this state's gone for a lot of these Tesla power banks that they put on the side wall, and your solar panels charge that through the day, and then your house actually comes off with the batteries through the night. So you're not on the grid. You're technically off the grid. So when you look at it, those batteries are going to need to be recycled sooner or later.
Answer the dog. You can. What's he
Something's
doing
funny.
now?
I don't know. Precious, shut up. You're setting my birds off.
That was pretty funny.
He's not even saying anything, TJ.
Paul's over here making crazy.
I think he's laughing at what the dog was saying.
Yeah, that's what it was too.
Oh, he was laughing at. He's laughing at Paul.
Paul.
TJ, do
I
you
got-
work today?
No, I'm off today.
Oh, it's another giggle holiday.
Yeah.
Giggle all day long. Don't have to take any shit from anybody, do you?
That's right. That's right.
I got to get back to work, so I'll see you guys all later.
Hey, Frank,
All right,
thanks
Frank.
for stopping
We'll
by.
see you.
Yeah, that's it. Light the blue touch paper and run.
Frank.
Yeah.
Catch you later, Frank.
Joe.
Hey, Shat.
Where's Justin gone?
I'm right
Just
here.
leave there.
Sleep.
You've just been very quiet. It's not like you.
No, that's not like him at all. Ah, those kids must have driven him up the wall already.
No, actually, I got a good set of kids on my bus, so.
Yeah, okay, just wait till I've briefed them on how to treat you.
Yeah, I'm gonna brief them too.
Yeah, okay. Oh, okay.
Get
I
them
have
on.
to give you some idea. When I used to get the bus home from school, we went through bus drivers like it was going out of fashion. The reason being,
No.
I used to break them down within a week.
Well, he's not a bus driver. The bus driver drives the bus.
No.
He drives the
I-
kids.
No, I
Yeah.
walked up to two of them that were acting up a little bit today. They were jumping around. I walked up. I said, you two knock it off right now. And he looked at me, said, I'm not doing anything. I said, do I look like somebody you want to mess with? And he said, no. I said, well, turn around. Put your damn slinky in your bag. Because he was flicking the other kid behind him in the seat with the slinky.
Wait, he was playing with his slinky.
Yeah, the kid had a
Yes.
little plastic
In trouble
slinky.
for
And he
that.
was
It's a
stretching it out.
euphemism.
Put a slinky back in
TJ,
the
it's a
pants.
euphemism.
No, he was stretching it out and he was hitting the other kid with it. Knocking
I
him in
just
the
made it
face.
worse.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not going to that because they're little kids. I'm not. Nope.
See, now you know how I feel when they talk about the high school girl.
No, but no. After I said that, they both turned around. They were quiet the whole time. The rest of the way there.
Paul got a thing on the back of his chair. Look at it.
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
He must
Right,
have-
we
it
should all
looks like
leave
a
now
little-
and just
a
leave that
cell
there.
phone.
Justin, are you gonna do a live on the end of Fortnite tonight?
Yeah, why?
'Cause
No,
it
you're
goes-
not.
No,
it goes
no.
down
Tonight's
in
my
ni-
live.
It
No,
goes down
tonight's
in
my
9
live.
hours.
No, tonight's my live panel. I'll do Fortnite tomorrow night, and then I'll probably do it live tomorrow afternoon for the thing, the one you were supposed to do with me.
Dang.
Yeah, but it would have been tomorrow morning I'd gone live for that. When the game come back up, it goes down at 9. In 9
What
hours.
time are you doing it in the morning?
I'm not. I can't.
Woohoo! I mean, oh,
So what?
You be
Why
back in the
they take-
afternoon time? My time?
it goes down at 5:15 your time.
I know, but I'm saying like I won't be doing my like during the day live
There's a
till probably
massive,
11 or
there's
12
a massive
o'clock.
event for the ending, Justin.
What, tonight?
Yeah.
We'll see. I'll say what.
If you go on
You
the
what?
game, it's got the countdown timer.
Is that
How
to
many
the end,
hours?
Yeah.
or it
It
going
was at
down?
9 hours when I last 9 hours 45 when I last checked.
You're confusing the hell out of me. I thought you said that's the time it goes down.
No, that's to the big event. After the big event, it goes down.
Oh God!
Big event after the big event. Yeah, right.
Can't we just not close the game down permanently?
If you look at rumours, Justin, they're taking away reboot vans.
Oh no!
So once
Laura
you're dead,
stuff.
you're dead.
I
Laura,
very
Laura.
much doubt they will do that.
I could see that in ranked maybe. If you were
Right, there's
playing
no
like
reboot vans anyway.
when you play like squads. I don't know. I don't ever play ranked, so.
No. In Reload, there's no reboot vans. You respawn at your location. You
Well,
die.
I know that's reload, but I'm talking about ranked, no build.
No, there's still reboot vans.
Well, I could see him taking it out of ranked. I don't know about unranked. I don't know. We'll have to see, I guess.
Let me take it back to something more important and more worthwhile talking about. What do you think about
Okay.
straight bananas?
Straight
Straight
bananas.
bananas.
Uh,
Okay,
Paul's just
who's
picking
been
his chest
growing
notes.
straight bananas?
Yeah, I thought that I saw an advertisement for that. David is erectile dysfunction. What?
Yeah. Yeah, but they're bananas that have had too many blue tablets.
Oh, Lord.
I guess it'd be easier breaking the hymen with it.
Oh, Lord.
What's a striped banana?
I could have told you that hours ago.
I don't think I think I missed that one.
Spend them wisely.
Yeah.
Don't get any germs on your banana.
Yeah. They're getting germs.
Just when I thought it was safe to come back.
Don't. You got to be careful where you stick your banana.
Lord.
Yeah.
TJ, do you want to know why banana's curved? So you can slide it all in and straight down. But I wouldn't
like
recommend
the way
it.
he said that all slow.
Little
Ugh.
bingo. And our nearest one is Southend. But it's got vouchers in it.
What's the vouchers?
Free main game.
Here. Bollocks of that. NHS prescriptions delivered to your door. Fuck off.
Oh, that's
that.
nice.
And that might as well go in the bin.
I know, because we've used the vouchers already. I'm seeing if they brought anything. Oh, 44 points are remaining. Just rounded them up and gave me £28.50.
That was weird. Paul and TJ got up at the same time, and it looked weird because they're both
Yeah.
together.
Well, we were dealing with our bananas.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be ordering
Yeah,
some.
£5, one and free.
Have you ever seen bananas in pajamas?
Bananas.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a UK cartoon.
Are coming down the stairs. Bananas in pajamas are coming down in pairs.
What the hell are you watching, TJ?
They slip on the bone. Let me say yum
No,
yum.
like, no, I got ridiculousness on, but when y'all were talking about bananas, it was some stupid little thing that I've seen a long time ago. Bananas.
I want to see your search history on YouTube. I want to see what the hell you're watching.
I don't.
No.
TJ, got a new one for you. When Eric eats a banana, an amazing transformation occurs. 'Cause Eric is the banana man.
The banana.
Now you got to go and go and search banana man.
Banana man.
It's genuine. It's a genuine cartoon.
Yes, focus, TJ. What Philip said.
Focus.
Be ordering some concert tickets soon.
Oh God, who are you going to see?
What concert tickets?
Hawkwind.
Who are you going to go see, Mark?
Hawkwind.
Oh.
They're coming to Bridgewater Halls on May the 11th.
Mark, who are you going to see?
Hawkwind.
TJ, do you want to ask that question again?
Who was it that you wanted?
God, I'll shut this fucking live stream down.
What was that, Justin?
Not as expensive as the tickets you got, mind you. They're only between 35 and 45.
We only paid.
Yeah, but we're going to see an act that's worthwhile seeing.
I knew David was a secret fan.
Well, this will be about my 50-odd visit to a Hawkwind concert.
Oh.
Justin, I am not a fan, yeah, but they do know me on name terms.
All right, to be a closet fan. I ain't judging you.
No, it's because I've spoke to them more times than Laura has.
Yeah, because you're you're literally grabbing Laura off of them. Laura, stop! No, don't grab them.
No, it actually started out because Laura paid to have a meet and greet with them, and they were going in groups. And the group got to meet them and have autographs and photographs. And Laura paid 40 quid for this. And when she was inside, I was stood outside waiting. I ain't paying 40 quid to see him.
You didn't have to.
I didn't have to because he was actually stood outside talking to me.
That's what I have a friend, her name's
Awful,
Laura.
you
She lives in
bastard.
Georgia, and she always go like when she goes to like a Backstreet concert or whatever concert she goes
Oh my
to.
god, you just
She always does a meet and greet. She's always wanting to meet like the band members or whatever.
What, Backstreet Boys?
Yeah.
wash your back.
Hey,
Your back.
We met.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we did.
No,
They did with Blackpool Light Switch
I
on.
didn't meet him.
yeah, I remember when they did that at our school. All the teachers did the ultimate troll on the school. I was in middle school and they put all these posters, these Backstreet posters all over the school saying they were going to come perform at the school. So all the girls were going nuts, right? Like it was a countdown. They put them out like 2 weeks before we were supposed to have this big event during the day. It was like a spirit day or some shit for school. And so they put the posters out 2 weeks before that saying the Backstreet Boys were going to come perform. Now, this is when they were real big back in the day. And the
Justin was
school,
first one there.
Quiet.
no. This was like the ultimate trolling I've ever seen in my life. So the stage, they got the curtains closed and everybody's in there and all the girls are screaming. And then the stage opens up and it's 5 of the male teachers and they're all doing the dance. Oh, they were pissed, dude. The girls were so
It was
mad.
like it was basically a big, huge prank.
Yeah, they did, but they dragged it on for 2 weeks. And then the 5 teachers start dancing and like they were good too. They practiced. They were out
See
there
Lance
swinging
doing
the
that.
chairs around, all kinds of shit. That's funny as hell.
The biggest prank.
Was everybody booing and shit like boo?
All the girls were because back then it was that was a boy band, so a lot of the guys
Yeah.
weren't into it. It was all the girls.
Yeah, the biggest prank I've ever seen was the local radio station for April Fools had told its listeners that Oasis was doing a one-off gig on Avon Park in Preston. It was free to enter, yeah, and it was for one of their music videos. Within 20 minutes, the park was full. I mean, people were everywhere. There were people coming from London and Glasgow and everything. And no matter what the radio station did to tell people it's an April Fool's gone wrong, it just caused mayhem. The whole of Preston became a standstill. You couldn't move anywhere for people.
The radio stations have done some fucked up shit. I'll tell you what. There was one over here. I want to say it was about 6 or 7 years ago. They were no. It was actually longer than that. It was when the Wii first came out, the original Wii.
Yeah,
and they were holding a contest, and they told these people that they had to drink 1 bottle of water every like 20 minutes, and then whoever the last one was to go to that survived without going to the bathroom would win. Well, the girl, they started upping the amount of water they were drinking, and the girl ended up drinking so much water she died from water poisoning.
Yeah, you drown.
About 2-3 hours later, she got water poisoning.
Yeah, it's not water poisoning. It's actually you drown your lungs.
And there was nurses and stuff calling in, and medical professionals calling into the radio station, telling them they needed to stop the contest because it was super dangerous.
Yeah.
And the one girl, she ended up dying. It was a mom trying to win a Wii for her kids. I said they've done some. Radio stations have done some fucked up shit.
Couldn't they have just like did like CPR and like bring her back to life or whatever?
TJ, once you drown your lungs, you see, if your lungs don't fill with water, you'll never drown. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once they do, that's it. That's drowning. You're done.
It's too much damage.
Yeah. Once your lungs are full of water, that's it. It's game over.
Very seldom you can get a drowning
I've seen it in real life, and I probably know this is just TV, but you know, like when you're watching a movie or a show or something, somebody drowns, and they'll get them, and then like just do the little and breathe in, like do CPR on them.
Yeah.
And the water
Watching
comes out their
movies.
mouth or whatever.
But how long are you in the
It's a
water
movie.
for, TJ? Couple of minutes? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the point. You ain't got that much water.
No.
But once you're drinking that much water, not only are you filling your lungs with it, you're also filling your stomach, which pushes onto your lungs. So you're collapsing your lungs as well. Yeah.
No,
So
th-
when you try to do CPR, it's got nowhere to go.
This is what happened. It's called water intoxication. And that is when you drink too much water and it dilutes your blood and decreases the electrolytes in your body, especially
Yep.
sodium. As a result, water moves into the body cells and causes them to swell. When you get too much water in the brain cells, it increases pressure on your brain and affects, and that's pretty much what it is. That's what
TJ,
she got.
you don't have to worry about it, TJ, because you're a reincarnation of Aquaman.
Yeah.
So there is technically a water poisoning. They call it water intoxication.
I mean, I agree with Jonathan. I think they could have done CPR, and he's all saying push the water out of her belly.
No. It's not in her belly. That's the point of it. At that kind of water retention, and this happens to people who've had a heart attack as well. They get water retention, and their legs swell, and the water's retained by the tissue of the body, and it swells. Things like the brain get affected, etc. So it's very, very hard to get that water back out again. Once it's in and gone into these tissues, there is a medication that actually makes it leave the body, but it really takes time to work, and it takes a long time to actually get all that water back out of your system. So yeah, it's not something they can go ahead and do CPR for, because if the brain started swelling, the bit that controls the heart is actually dying.
And that's what the lady did. She called into she actually called into another show that was watching the event, and they called her on the phone and they asked her how she was feeling. And the last phone call she had that was recorded, she was telling the people of the TV show or the news show that she was having major headaches. She was sweating really bad. Now, if she would have went to the hospital, they probably could have saved her, but she ended up going home, and she died in her home a couple hours after that phone call to the TV show that was watching it and covering it. But there was a bunch of medical professionals that called into the radio station and warned them and said, you guys need to stop this. Like, this is dangerous. And they wouldn't listen. They kept saying, oh, no, don't worry. We've already looked into it. But they kept increasing the amount of water the girl was drinking. And
That's why they tell you it's 2 liters per 24 hours.
But yeah, she was just, now if she would have been active, like say she was running on a treadmill, she was in the gym working out, she would have been sweating some of that out. You can drink a little bit more water than you're supposed to when you're being active.
Yeah.
Obviously, because you're sweating it out, you're working out, your body is moving it, you're going to the bathroom when you need to.
Just go to a previous live and just click on the link.
What is the passcode?
46. Here, hold on. I'll put it in the chat.
You could just go to a previous live and then just click on that link. It does the same thing.
Now, TJ, look up a series called 101 Ways to Die, and there was
TJ.
there was one on actual a person who drank themselves to death with water.
101 Ways to Die.
A lot of people don't realize that they actually kill you though too.
Yep.
That's why
it's like if you eat 100 bananas in a row, that could kill you.
That's potassium overload.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
there's
fucking
one
Jesus.
way of dying that they can't trace. If you get 200 apples,
It's like all
crush
these.
pips, and drink them, you're dead.
Because there's
It's
It's all these
cyanide in
like
the
video
seeds.
game things that keep coming up.
There's small bits amount of cyanide in apple seeds, but it takes a lot.
TJ,
to
don't Google it. It's not
make a
worth it.
lethal dose.
And strychnine poisoning from potatoes that have gone green.
Ooh, look at
Hey,
Lance.
Lance.
He's all dressed up this
Oh,
morning.
look like he's ready to give communion.
I
That,
know.
that was like when settlers first came to the U.S. They didn't eat tomatoes because they thought they were poisonous. The
And they
longest
are.
time they
Tomato,
wouldn't eat them.
tomato leaves are poisonous.
Tomatoes
they
are
wouldn't-
poisonous as well.
They wouldn't eat them though because they thought that they would kill them. They assumed they were poisonous.
But tomatoes are only poisonous to humans in large numbers. You have to eat quite a hell of a lot. But
Yeah.
you give a tomato to a bird, it's pretty much instant goodbye.
What do tomatoes have in it that kills birds?
I can't remember now. It's something to do with the I think it's something to do with the oxidants or something inside it.
Yeah, but would a bird eat it though, or do birds naturally know not to eat them?
No, birds naturally know not to. Well, I say that Rio enjoys a tomato soup.
I know if you gave a seagull an Alka-Seltzer tablet, he would blow up.
So Lance
Yes.
said Denny's getting him a grand slam.
That's because birds can't fart, TJ. That's why.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
can't release the gas. They can't burp and they can't fart because it sticks in the. When a bird eats, the food goes into its throat, into what is called a crop, and then it stays in the crop until their body needs it, which is why they're able to go longer without food than most people realize.
Yeah, I watched that story the other day, Joel. It was a Nintendo Wii. It was when the first Nintendo Wii came out. She was trying to win it for her kids because it was a
Lance.
story about stories about Nintendo.
There you go.
Yeah. Looks
Had
like
to
he's
do with
at.
Hey,
it.
Lance,
Looks like
Lance
he's at
can't hear us,
Denny's.
huh?
Lance, can you hear Joe?
He can't hear. He must be getting a super slam this morning.
Yeah, looks like he's at Denny's this morning.
He got that hot sauce ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, he must have his phone turned all the way down.
Yeah. He's getting him a super slam.
That's if that's where he's at.
There's it, Dennis.
Denny's. Birds are allergic to ketchup.
He doesn't look too happy. He looks hungry.
Yeah.
I watched a video the other day. You know that they found that certain bee and hornet venom can actually cure Lyme disease. Yeah.
Wait, what is it? If you what?
Certain hornets and Africanized bees, venom from them stinging you can actually cure Lyme disease because it kills the bacteria from the Lyme disease. There was a girl, I was watching a video the other day, and a girl had Lyme disease real bad, and she ended up going for a walk, got stung by a bunch of Africanized bees, and then a few days later, her Lyme disease was completely gone. And then they ended up finding a study that was done out of Australia that had to do with that, but it was never fully researched. It was like a
What I
theory.
want to know is,
Research
how do you
work.
Africanize a bee?
Because they're from Africa and they've come
Yeah,
on.
but they're not Africanized. They're from Africa. The African hornets.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they call them Africanized bees over here because they're not native to the
Because
U.S.
you can't speak English.
No, because they're not native to the U.S.
No. To
how they-
Africanize, to anize means
Oh, for
you
fuck's
have
sake.
thinking. Like Like you tried to Americanize Laura. Yeah?
Hey, Justin,
It's
you
a
try to
way
be
of
proper.
it's a way of distinguishing between American honeybees and them. So
Yeah,
they call them
Justin,
Africanized.
African
you're headed
bees,
down
American
the wrong
bees.
path, buddy.
Means they've been introduced to Africa, not brought out of Africa.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh gosh.
But no, they're very aggressive though.
Yes. They
Like,
they're invasive over here and they're killing all our British bees.
yeah, see over here, if you find a honeybee colony, there's tons of people that will come get it from you, and they'll actually come and remove the beehive, put it in a box, and they'll take it with them to save them. If it's African bees, they'll just kill them.
Yeah. If you walk around here in the woods, any place where there might be bees, and one of them will fly and hit you on the forehead, won't sting you, but they'll bump you. If you feel the bee hit you, don't keep going. Turn around, go a different way. Because that's your warning.
And honeybees aren't as
There was like
aggressive
this
as people made them out to be. They're
there
actually
was
quite chill.
about to be there was this something like after the coronavirus, everybody was talking about killer bees coming over or whatever.
Yes, they're African hornets. They kill
Yeah.
native bees.
Like what the hell?
What's up,
But
Randy?
see, your normal honeybee though, your normal honeybees really aren't that aggressive. Then that's why you'll see professional, what do you want to call them, beekeepers,
Yeah.
will actually go up to the hives without suits on and distract the honey just by giving the bees a little smoke, calm them down a little bit, and they'll go right in the hives. They won't even wear suits. A lot of these guys don't even wear suits. They'll just
Yeah.
walk up to the beehives because they're not that aggressive. Bees have gotten a bad name, like your standard
Bees,
regular bee.
bees are only aggressive if you attack the bee or you attack its hive.
Yeah.
They'll
Right, but-
always protect the queen. That's
Exactly,
why
but what
if
I'm
you pick a
saying is-
queen up and put her in a tub and walk away, that
They'll come
whole
with you.
bee colony will follow you.
Well, that's what I'm
No matter
saying.
where
is
you
that-
go, it'll follow you.
Well, that's what I'm saying is a standard beehive, though. Like I said, you'll see beekeepers, they'll walk up and very calmly open the box up, give the bees a little smoke, calm
They're
them
just
down,
idiots,
and they'll
though.
start, they'll
How
start
do
pouring.
they-
No, it's just they know what they're doing. They're not worried about it. They know,
Like,
they
how-
understand how a bee operates, so they don't need to
You know,
wear a
like
suit.
how on Jackass that Johnny Knoxville did the bikini. How the heck did he get all those? I guess he put like little dots of honey like on his whatever he was wearing there, and all the bees just kind of like attracted around his crotch area.
No, all you do is you put the queen bee, either kill the queen bee and rub her on you or whatever, and then the bees will follow you. However, you're fucking doomed if you do something stupid like that.
And then there's
No,
people
the-
that do like a bee beard, like they'll have like a whole bunch of bees like form a beard somehow. Like, how the hell do you friggin' do that?
That was like the guy when they put all the guys in Jackass were inside the limousine and they put marbles out. They pull up into this empty parking lot and they put two guys run up. They throw marbles all over the ground outside the doors. And then they dumped a bunch of bees inside the sunroof.
Oh yeah.
And then all the guys were like scrambling, trying to get out of the damn limo. And they finally get out and they go to run and they hit the marbles and just fall right on their ass.
Yeah.
The
That's
things
pretty
you
funny.
guys do for fucking entertainment.
Oh, that show got so much criticism back in the day.
Yeah.
But that they were popular before MTV though. They had an underground. They were called CKY originally, and
I
you
was
could buy the
watching a video
videotapes.
one morning how Bam Margera look now. Like, holy shit, he is like.
Oh, dude, he looks like shit now, dude.
Yeah.
And do you want to know why bees are not aggressive? Because if they sting you, 2 hours they've got left to live. That's it. They're dead. Once they've stung you, they're gone.
Well-
what is Randy?
The thing is with
Pheromones? Pheromones?
Pheromones.
You say pheromones? I wasn't even looking at I'm not even in my room, and you said pheromones, and I knew what you were talking about.
Lord,
a bee stinger.
It's like hormones, like pheromones. Like
Right.
hormones, pheromones.
What was that, Mark?
A bee stinger has a barb on it. So when it sticks it in, it can't get it back out again. So when you
Then,
brush
the
bee
bee
off,
the bee just dies.
no, when you brush the bee off, the stinger stays stuck in your hand or wherever it stung you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
usually you got to pull it out with a pair of tweezers.
yeah, that's why I got 3 kids, because I couldn't pull it up.
Yeah, it pulls the whole
Fuck's
stinger
sake.
out of the bee. The bee dies because of that. And the stinger carries on pumping the venom into you until there's none left. So
However, don't mistake a bee and a wasp, because a wasp can sting you many thousands of times.
a wasp
Yeah.
does have a barb on.
Pain in the ass.
And
I've been stung
people
by
always
wasps.
say, if you disturb a wasp nest to jump into water, never, ever jump into water. Because a wasp sends out a little siren when they threatened, and all the colony will hover over that water until you get out.
Yeah, they wait for your ass.
Morning. Over the next 2 days, I am going on the worst cruise ship in the world, and this is it. Do you remember?
What's that, Mark?
I was flying my drone one day. I was with Matt, and I had all these bees like around the drone. And then like when this is at like some like ballpark somewhere, and when I brought the drone back, like my drone was like kind of covered in like bee gut.
Stay far.
That happened to my Air 2S once.
Yeah.
That's why I just use wasp spray if I run across them, because it comes in that can and it'll shoot a good 15, 20 feet, and it kills them almost instantly. As soon as it hits them, man, they start dropping.
What is that?
What's up, Joel?
And it
Criminal
just
offense to
foams
kill
up.
a bee over here.
Just
Not
to
a
get-
bee, I'm talking about wasps.
Yeah.
They could sell a wasp spray, and you can sit back about 20 feet and hit them, and it foams up. And as soon as it hits them, it kills them almost instantly. I mean, they get disoriented and they just start
Yeah.
dropping.
We had a wasp nest in our wall when we lived in Whitford. And every night we'd go to bed, and all you could hear in the wall was.
Hey, Jonathan, Randy.
Yeah, there was this one lady's house I went up to one day to do the gas meter, and her whole wall was infested with bees. I walked up, and where the pipe went into the wall in her garage for the gas line, it was like they didn't seal around it, and it had like a 1-inch gap all the way around the pipe, and there was just bees pouring out of it. I was like, nope. Turned around, walked away.
Yeah, that means the queen bee's gone in there.
I knocked on the front door, and I said, the lady answered, and I said, you got a major bee infestation in your wall in your garage. She's like, what? I was like, yeah. I was like, you got a big gap between your gas line. I kind of walked her over about 10, 15 feet from it and pointed at it and said, yeah, they're coming in and out of there, hundreds of them. And so I stood back luckily I could stand back about 30, 40 feet and scan the meter without having to get that close to it. But I told her, I said, you need to get that taken care of. I
The
said, 'cause I
good news is
guarantee
she didn't
your
have a
whole
gas
wall-
leak.
Well, and they were honeybees too. So I looked up some numbers
They're
for her and
protected.
gave her
Yeah,
some.
honeybees are protected.
I gave her some numbers to some people that would come out, but they were going to have to rip the whole wall out to get them out. And so I gave her the numbers to call, and I don't know if she ever did it because I never made it
Why
back
would they
to
rip
her
the whole
house.
wall down?
Because they have to cut the hive out of it. They'll remove the entire hive. They don't just remove the bees. They have to
You
cut it
don't-
open.
You don't have to. All you do is you get the queen bee and you move it to a man-made hive. All the bees
Yeah.
will follow, and then you give it 2 hours and you spray this stuff in it and it'll destroy the hive.
Yeah, but what you're talking about is a 1-inch gap around a pipe, and that's the only entrance into the wall. How are they going to get the queen bee out of there?
You'll be
If it's up in
surprised.
the hive. So what they'll do is they'll cut it out, and they'll bring a bee box, and they'll take the hive out and put all the combs in the box, so the bees have their hive still, and then they'll put it all back in there, and then they'll move the queen and everything into it. That's how they normally do it over here. They don't just destroy it; they take the whole hive out so the bees don't lose it, and they put it into the bee box.
When it's in a domestic dwelling, they don't do that over here.
And you got to think too, you got all that honey in the wall and stuff, and if the other side of the wall is all drywall, it could ruin that drywall. So you're going to want to take it out and replace it.
Yeah, over here too, the other problem that we've actually found, we had a nest, a temporary beehive where they'd actually moved in, removed from a building, and about 12 months later, the it was removed with all the queen and everything. About 12 months later, the beehive was back active again because we'd left the honey behind. So yeah, they've got to get it all out.
That's why you spray it
Well,
with this stuff.
Well, in the drywall in some houses, I've seen where bees have gotten into an exterior wall, and on the inside, the drywall was all, you could see the honey seeping through the drywall.
Was this built
So-
out? Was your house? This house built out of wood?
No, the one in Port
No.
Lincoln wasn't built out of wood. It was a brick home.
Because over
I
here,
don't know.
like I
This,
said,
this
they
house was
normally
really,
spray that stuff, and once it's cleared out, you see all the stuff will just come out the hole, and then they spray that expanding foam in it, and that's it. Job done.
no, I don't know about this house because it was, the inside of the
Fine.
garage was all drywalled in,
Over
I
here,
don't know,
like I
and
said,
the outside was
they
all
normally
plaster. So
spray that stuff, and once
I'm not
Watch
sure.
it.
once it's cleared
This
out, you
is
see
something
that
that,
all the stuff will just come
Who's
out
the
the hole,
amateur?
and then they spray that expanding
Eric
foam in
from
it, and that's it.
E-Drone.
Job done.
No, I don't know about this house because it was,
What's that?
what the inside of the garage was all drywalled in,
What's that sound?
and the outside was all plaster. So
Oh, for fuck's sake.
We're under attack.
what is this?
Who's the amateur?
Eric from E-Drone.
Look at the size of it.
It is a stupid ass right here.
I don't know about this. We're gonna need reinforcements.
And the outside was all plaster.
I'm going out here. Too big.
DJ, you got the stream playing.
What?
TJ, you're muted. And you had the stream playing in the background.
Yeah, I was trying
Yeah,
to
those are-
figure out how to do it without doing that, but I was
Mute
gonna
the
see if one
stream?
of y'all
Mute the stream.
Mute the stream when you do it.
Go to
Um,
YouTube and mute it.
All right, hold
Yeah.
on.
Oh, no.
Dude, that sounded crazy as hell because I could hear the stream and then the music over top of it.
Just forget it for today.
All right.
There's actually a better one out which is actually uses the matrice with a flamethrower attachment on it to actually get rid of the wasp nest, and
That don't work.
look quite good.
Yeah, it looks good, but it won't work.
Oh, it did work extremely well. Literally burnt the nest completely out. The matrice actually had a what's like a pressure nozzle on it, and they just that just became a massive flamethrower.
I can guarantee that at some point in that day, a lot of people got fucking stung because when a wasp dies, it literally leaves that little siren thing going. You have to have really sensitive hearing to hear it, and it calls in wasps and bees from all over the place. They go under attack.
Yeah, I don't know if this lady's house, what it was made out of, because the outside wall was plastered and the inside of her garage was drywalled. So I'm
Yeah.
not sure if it was made out of brick because it was a real old house. I mean, this neighborhood was really old. So, because there was a lot of like old Victorian style homes that in that area, those homes were built in like the 50s. So I'm not sure what they were made out of.
I like how you guys call them Victorian as well.
Yeah.
Well, it's the style
Drop
of
in
them.
out, lads. I've got my appointment to
art-
go to.
It's
Yeah, but
architecture.
Victorian, I mean,
Later.
See you later.
yeah, Victorian over here is on houses built around the Queen Victoria time.
No, over here it's just the style of house, the architecture of it.
Paul,
There's
can you do
a lot of
the-
houses that were popular back in like I want to say from like the late 1800s to like the 1940s. I want to say maybe that era of style houses.
Yeah,
Could
we
be
got
wrong.
like Georgian, Victorian, Elizabethan. They're all styles, but of houses, but they're all from the times of the queens and kings.
Dude, I would love to have an old Victorian home all restored to original. But dude, to have a house like that restored where everything's made out of real wood and shit, you're tying a lot of fucking money.
Yeah. Well, we've got houses over here that are made with thatched cottages with the old cottage roof. And they are they're worth a hell of a lot of money, but they cost a lot of money to thingy. And if one goes up, the whole roof is gone instantly. Poof.
Because you're talking about
And
like
you have
old
to put it back.
Victorian
You're not
homes
allowed-
had.
Yeah, you're not allowed to change them either.
Like
Once
old
the-
Victorian.
Hey.
Yeah, like if you were to redo an old Victorian home, like all the doors would be real wood, all
Yeah.
the crown molding, it would be that big, thick, fat crown molding that's all real wood.
Yeah, polished
Like you're talking
floors
about-
and
Yeah, you're talking about a lot of money. Because like a lot of modern houses, the doors are literally just paper thin, like the inner doors, just the interior doors. They're not like made out of real wood. They're just like two sheets of really thin press board with like cardboard in the middle. Like you literally punch your hand right through the damn thing.
cardboard.
Yeah, you can just punch right through a damn modern bedroom door if you wanted.
Well, over here, the kitchen door should be solid wood all the way through. Because they're called they have to be classed as fire doors. Stop the spread of fire. So if there's a fire in your kitchen, you can close that door and it should give you 30 minutes protection.
Fuck that! I'm getting the fuck out of the house. I'm not.
No,
sitting
you've got to
there
get
waiting.
out because obviously the smoke's going to come underneath.
It's
but
like,
it
all right,
stops the
everybody,
flame.
don't worry, we can sit and finish the movie. We got 30 minutes. Fuck that, dude. I'm out the minute I see smoke. I can't stop it. I'm out.
Yeah. It's like here, the council just put new signs up saying that if there's a fire in another flat, yeah, it says you've got to stay put. It's like, fuck that, right? We all saw Grenfell. It ain't happening, right?
I thought they
There's fire in
switched
another
that
flat,
after
I'm
that.
out.
I thought
No,
they switched that rule after that.
Only certain flats, if with certain cladding.
Yeah, fuck that
Which I-
shit,
which
dude.
I-
If a building's
I-
on
I-
fire, I'm out.
Yeah, I find that wrong because, in a sense, if it starts on the ground floor, even if it had not been a cladding issue, that smoke is going to go up, and it's going to go up through the staircases. You can guarantee your front doors and etc.
Right.
haven't got a
Well,
perfect seal.
if you're living in a tower block over here, every floor has its own fire doors, its own mechanisms and stuff. That is supposed to keep you safe, and your property is supposed to be secured for at least 60 minutes. Otherwise, it's not passing fire regulations.
But
Yeah.
that's-
The issue with
that's 60
Grenfell was
minutes.
obviously it went up the cladding.
Yeah. But when you look at it, that's a guarantee for 60 minutes. So
Yeah.
you really want to get people out in that 60 minutes so that they're
Yeah,
there's
but
no
if
chance
you've
of
got a
them-
tower, I understand the stay put policy. If you've got a tower block, and a lot of the tower blocks over here are pretty old, and they've only got one staircase, right?
Yeah.
If you've got everybody going down, right, while the fire brigade are trying to get up, yeah, you're causing delays, and obviously, the fire brigade are pulling up the hoses, so all of a sudden you've got that trip hazard, and people end up getting stamped on and trampled on, and causes more injuries than it. Hey,
Yeah.
once the fire brigade are in the property, they've got to the property, then it should be an immediate evacuation.
Yeah, I'd look upon it, but what they need to do is add an extra staircase to get you guys out, because I've seen buildings burn, and here, but kind of an office building, say for instance, we had a good one over here where it started down the bottom. And if people hadn't evacuated right when the first alarm had gone off, it would have been a case that well, they would have lost people, because it just literally ripped up the center core of the building up through the lift shafts. So
there was obviously a clear, because when you come out in a tower block over here, once you come out the lift, you should not be facing people's front doors, right? You should be coming out the lift, and then you go through a door which leads to the stair shaft, and then you go through another door which leads to the the main doors, the flats.
Yeah,
that's where it should be.
Yeah, no, it's something that came out over here, and I know it's technically procedure for all the hotel accommodation in the Adelaide metro area to actually evacuate. So 9 times out of 10, fire alarm goes off when the fireys get to the scene. The evacuation is well in progress, and most people are out of the building. I'm just trying to think of I can't think of the name of the hotel in question, but it used to be the old news building on North Terrace, Adelaide, so you could probably Google it.
Was this an originally built hotel, or was it a building converted into a hotel?
Well, the hotel was adjacent, and what actually happened is a news building went up, and subsequently caused the hotel to go up as well. And that was a very old hotel, and there was people that lost their lives on that one.
That shouldn't happen. If a fire starts in this property, it shouldn't spread to next door. It will spread upwards through as it breaks out the window and licks the window upstairs. That's normally how fire spread upwards. But it shouldn't spread sideways, because there should be a firewall between us and them.
Yes, and we had a case here in Port Lincoln not that long back. A Target supermarket actually had a major fire, and the building adjacent, all the brickwork and blockwork just cracked due to the heat, and subsequently the interior wall of the adjacent building actually started crumbling. And did you look at it? The news building, the newspaper building in Adelaide that actually went up on this occasion, it had printing ink from many years of operation that had soaked in through the wooden floors, so it voluntarily gave it a lot of fuel. That was one of the big ones we had over here, and that literally crumbled the brickwork away, and then subsequently had a free rein to spread into the adjacent property.
Yeah. You see, there's two fire scandals that's going to happen over here, right? Because they've started allowing a lot of properties to be built with the kitchen and living room in one. I mean, that's a disaster waiting to happen, because if fire tends to start in the kitchen, there's no fire break, no door, and you've got your furniture, that's going to go up very quickly. So that, I think, is going to be one of the next big scandals. And the other one is the sprinkler system that they're putting in. Once the smoke alarm goes off, the sprinkler systems kick in. Yeah.
Yes.
Now, if there's not a genuine fire, it's suddenly spraying water on all your electrical stuff, and that is going to cause a fire.
The problem
Yes.
you have too is no matter how much you try to plan, there's always a potential of something small that could have been missed by the planners of a building.
Yeah.
You know, a little
Well-
hole in the wall, and all of a sudden the fire gets in the little hole, it spreads down the wall. It's like
Yeah.
there's
We
always that
have
potential.
we have a policy where everybody should have a fire escape plan. Like we know if there's a fire in the kitchen, we know the kitchen door's being shut, the living room door's being shut, and the birds are going out the balcony. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. But we're ground floor, it's easier. In our other place, what we had rope tied to the window frame. So if there's a fire, we could tie it around the cages and lower the cages down.
Yes.
So we always had a fire plan. And we also have a message near the door telling the fire officers where each room is, yeah, and where the birds are, and where we would likely to be at a certain time.
Now it's one of those things. There's the Grenfell Tower fire you guys actually had that brought out a lot of cladding issues, and it's still being felt here in Australia because they're still replacing cladding here.
They still are here. There's
I-
actually properties that have been built since that have been recladded with that stuff.
But
And-
the interesting one that I've got after the Grenfell fire, they built a new emergency service complex, and that the outer walls of that is a sandwich of of 2 mils of concrete,
Yeah.
styrene foam, and then another 2 mils of concrete, and it's really compressed styrene foam, and subsequently it makes up a very tough sandwich. But the big question I actually had was styrene foam. We know how quick and easy that is to combust. So
I
if
mean,
you
when
do
it's
get hot-
sealed, it's pretty safe. But if, like you said, the heat cracks that concrete, and that's going to go up
Yeah.
faster than you can say fucking kaboom.
Yeah. So, well, we couldn't see how they could be building with that after all the big fiasco in regard to claddings. So how are they going in your country at replacing the cladding on your high-rise live-in premises? So your big tower blocks. Have they done big work, or
A lot
haven't they
of
learned?
they're working on it, but there's a lot of freeholders that are refusing to pay and asking the tenants to pay for the work to be
Yeah.
done. So
Yeah, good. It's one of those things. It's nice to learn the lessons from the Grenfell Tower fire. That would have been a nightmare for firefighters. To actually even try to even
well, you've
fight.
seen the videos, haven't you? The firefighters turning up. You know, they're going along the Blackwall tunnel, and you see the building, and the fire officers are in the fire engine going, "Oh shit, that's not going right." And them firefighters turned up, and they instantly shouted, "Evacuate!" You know, call the evacuation. And the big officers from the local station, because they have control, was like, "No, there's a stay put policy. Everyone will be okay." They didn't realize it was going up and over.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
because-
My question is if are these tenants, or do they own the apartments like a
Some
condo?
do, some don't.
Okay, so that's why they're wanting them to pay because they all
Yeah.
own a portion of the building. Okay, I thought they were all just rental properties. I was like, how the fuck are they wanting them to
Yeah,
pay
but
for
you
it?
pay when you buy a flat as or an apartment, you're paying a freehold fee as well. So you're paying for the maintenance of the building and stuff like that. It should all come out of that.
Yeah, we would pay. Let's see, if you were buying with like I guess you could still call it an apartment, but over here we call them condos if you were buying
Yeah,
one.
the condominiums.
An apartment complex, everybody rents in the apartment company, the company that owns the property, they own all the apartments. They just rent them out to people. So they're in charge of all that stuff.
Yeah.
You don't pay like dues every month for that.
And
if you were living in a
like,
condo building, you'd have to pay dues like if you were living in an HOA
yeah,
for building maintenance.
but we've got a couple of buildings that come under that criteria in Victoria, which they're still trying to get the tenants to actually pay for recladding the building because it was cladded with the exactly the same stuff as the Grenfell Tower. They after the Grenfell Tower fire, they actually had a massive audit on anything above, I think it was 3 stories, throughout the whole of Australia. All buildings built above 3 stories. They actually did a full audit of, and the cladding was one thing that they actually looked at quite significantly, and they found that there's a fair few buildings in Victoria that didn't meet the criteria. We had a couple in South Australia, and New South Wales had a few, and most of them they had the problem that who was going to pay to get them recladded, because it's not a cheap and easy job to actually do, and then to actually find a cladding that meets the criteria, because near enough to all the cladding that is firmly usable, the type of energy efficient, etc., all had some type of petrochemical material as their center core. So your foam or your all those types of things.
All right, guys, I gotta jump off. I'll catch you later.
Yeah, catch you later.
We'll see ya.
Oh wait, hold on, damn it! I almost ended the live stream. Some reason I'm host. Hold on, let me give it back to. Here, I'll give it to David until Paul.
Oh,
gets
great.
back. That was close, dude. I looked down and I saw the M button. I almost clicked it. Yeah, I'll catch y'all later.
All right.
Catch you later. I think it ended it because I've got preparing live stream message.
No, it's still showing us we're here.
Yeah, we're still here, but I've still got a message saying preparing live stream.
Oh.
So apparently Michael's getting this really nice ass shotgun in February, dude. It is fucking nice. Show the click on that link, David, and share it.
What link? What is it?
It's like it's a link for a shotgun that Michael's getting.
No, don't do that.
Oh, you can't.
The minute you do that, that will definitely end the stream.
Yeah, we ain't preparing for nothing. We're going.
Yeah, no. The minute the Google algorithm sees a firearm in the picture, it will end. It will end the live stream, and then Paul will be on. Will be banned from live stream for 14 days. And we don't want to do that to Paul.
Yeah, I know.
Especially when he's not here to actually
I wonder
see what happened.
I mean, I wonder why YouTube has is against like firearms or whatever. Like,
got nothing to do with YouTube being against firearms. It's to do with all the mass shootings. You know, they are asked by government not to allow it.
Yeah, because the mass shootings were being streamed on YouTube, Facebook, and things like that, The one in New Zealand was a really big one that the guy actually streamed it on both YouTube and Facebook.
TikTok, weren't it?
Facebook, because there was that about the same time as the big Facebook inquiry was going on, and it ended up that they had so much trouble trying to get the video shut off at the end that they went ahead and they were going to bring in the requirement that streaming video went out in delay. And this is how YouTube and Facebook got around it, was to actually bring in the logarithm to actually go ahead and
shut things down.
Literally take the stream down. Like,
wait, so it's not because they're against firearms, it's just because of what now?
Yes.
People doing mass shootings and streaming them live.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Don't worry, guys. I've just seen Paul come back. He's now the host.
So
It's like a hot potato, isn't it? You just keep passing it round.
Yeah. But of course, we just pass it around. But no, it's one of those things that I completely agree with that, because the New Zealand the mosque shootings being streamed live, there was people phoning up the New Zealand police telling them it was actually happening well before they got moving on it, and there was nothing they could do to actually to stop the stream from going out. And you just think if the wrong people see that, they could think that they can go out with a blazer that they could go and do these mass shootings and be forever known and shown as being great people doing what they think is right.
They're called.
Yeah.
So well, because I know Adrian Mateo, he's got he does drones and then he does the gun thing. So he posts a lot of his. Or is that
no,
different?
you can do a video on a gun. So if you want to do an independent video of a gun, record it, edit it, put it up online, fine. But the moment you go live, that's the clue. Live, that's where they're gonna go. Pop, gone.
Oh, gotcha.
And I'm just trying to think. It was Crank. The one that's just changed days just recently. Uncle Bill's Toys show.
Gotcha.
He actually showed a firearm for a very short amount of time, and then actually ended up getting banned for 14 days automatically, no questions asked. So straight out. Apparently, Art had earlier on in the day done exactly the same thing, and his stream just stopped, and nobody actually worked out what had actually happened. The minute you show a firearm on screen, the AI detects it, and then subsequently.
Oh, you're the host again.
Okay, thanks, David.
That's crazy, Randy. That is nuts.
That's another thing. You can't show your nuts online either.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. That's gonna really upset Paul. He's not gonna be showing himself feeding the squirrels.
Different nuts they're talking about. DJ knows what he's talking about. TJ's always flashing his nuts, right?
Look at my nuts. Look at my nuts.
Oh, so did I miss anything? I went out and got that ship really quick.
Yeah, TJ tried to get you banned.
Oh,
Well, no, I wasn't trying to. Like, I didn't know because Michael's getting a shotgun, and I didn't know if we were allowed to play it or not. So I wasn't trying to get. I didn't know.
Yeah, but it wasn't the fact that he wanted to share the video. He wanted me to share it, so I would be the one to get you banned, and I'd take the full rap.
Yeah. Well, you know, TJ's like that. If he has a question, he'll say, "Well, you do it. You do it."
Yeah.
Like I was trying to share the bee video, and I couldn't mute the stream or whatever.
What got you on?
So, Paul, what's the weather like out there today?
Oh, it's chilly. It's 44 degrees. The sun just came out. That's why I went and got the ship, because it had been cloudy and dark all day.
Expensive.
And, and I see there's more clouds out to the west who's going to come swooping in here shortly.
Yeah, well, later today now for me, because we're 1 o'clock, about 1:20 in the morning. We are due for a 37-degree day. That's going to be 100 degrees your temperature.
Oh, good for you.
But
what's up?
We're at the opposite extremes at the moment.
No.
How long is this an update?
Good luck.
So how cold is it your way, David?
Currently 23 degrees in the living room. But I don't know what it is out there. Hey, Google, what's the temperature?
Currently in Basildon, it's 11 degrees.
11 degrees? Turn the fucking heat on, bitch! Jeez!
That's a heat wave for you guys. Oh, no, 25 degrees is a heat wave, isn't it?
It was 17 degrees at 9 o'clock last night. Now it's 11 degrees and it's only 4 o'clock. Not 3 o'clock.
It's going to be bloody cold. Sorry. It's going to be cold tonight in your
and they're also predicting snow for parts of the UK this week.
Oh, goody!
The earliest the UK will have faced snow.
Yes. They've got to get some practice in before Christmas. Because I have promised you guys you're getting a meter of snow for Christmas.
Cheers.
If I get snow, Trevor, you're in trouble.
No. I'm fine with this. Thank you, Trevor. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. It means I don't have to go to the in-laws.
I'm going there anyway.
Yeah. Well, I've got to save you from something.
Yeah, it saves them coming here as well.
They're not coming here.
See, you look at it. The US, they have all those Christmas movies that have got snow in them. You guys have Christmas movies with snow in them. So we've got to make sure that you have a proper Christmas.
But what we want to know is, why the bloody hell in Australia did they send Christmas cards with Robin sat on snowmen?
I think we get our Christmas cards printed in the same place where you guys get yours, which I'll give you a hint. It starts with C.
Yeah, it does seem strange that you guys, you don't get a snowman sat on the beach having a barbecue. Santa Claus with a beer sat there on the beach. Barbecues going and.
Well, we have got a greetings card manufacturer here in Australia that actually made a range of Christmas cards that are Australian based, but they're very hard to come by. I have the feeling that they just don't print enough of them. But that reminds me that in today's mail, I actually got my Christmas card from Art.
Yeah, we got ours last week.
So he's obviously worked out the mail system. But yes, when you look at it, there's not if you have a look at all the traditional movies out there, they showed you guys having snow.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's the point.
So I want
Hey,
to make
I
sure
wish
that
you all a happy Black Friday month.
Oh no,
yeah, it is
no.
Black Friday, isn't it?
Yeah, 1st of November. Every day's Black Friday for some reason.
That's crazy.
Damn, it
Now,
is November 1st, huh?
Yeah.
Can I get the Black Friday sales?
Eddie, Daniel.
When
Hey,
when do
Eddie!
they normally run?
Black Friday used to be the first Friday after Thanksgiving, and it was an
Yeah.
American tradition. It was clearing out stock from Thanksgiving for Christmas. But now
Well-
it's spread over here thanks to bloody Asda. And
Yes.
now every day is Black Friday, right? And then just when you think, thank God Thanksgiving's been and Black Friday's over, they come up with Cyber Monday, Black Friday deals. Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah. No, but
And then we get to Christmas and you think, that's all the sales over. It's done. Thank God. You sat there
No.
watching TV and what comes on? The DFS sale. Get your sofa now.
No. Well, remember, we have the big Boxing Day sale.
A lot of our places are closing this year for Boxing Day.
Yeah, they go ahead and on Boxing Day, they open up, and that's when stores clear all their stock that didn't go for Christmas. And you get everything really, really, really cheap.
Yeah, well,
but yeah, no, I noticed that with
is Australia not going through the big campaign we're going through? Trying to get everything shut down Christmas Day and Boxing Day to give staff, a good Christmas time off.
Christmas Day is a guaranteed shutdown, but we've actually reeled back a little bit on Boxing Day. They've allowed the supermarkets to and big stores to actually open on Boxing Day.
Yeah, well, a lot of they technically can open over here, but because of people and the backlash and the fact that there's no public transport on Boxing Day, people have, hauled these companies back in, and now a lot of them are shutting down for Christmas and Boxing Day.
Now, across in Adelaide, even though Boxing Day is Boxing Day, it's a public holiday as such. There is still public transport, but it's on a reduced timetable, obviously.
No, we have no transport at all. I think London does, but we don't here.
Now, and remembering, I live in a country town where we don't have any public transport whatsoever, etc. Our supermarkets will be back open on Boxing Day, mainly due to the fact that people have a tendency of needing to get food and bits and pieces like that, and we don't only service the town, but the country areas, etc. So people can literally drive in and pick up
Boxing Day. We stay indoors. I'll tell you why. If you get a taxi on Boxing Day, a journey that would cost you, say, £6 from here to town, normally £6, that'll be 50 quid on Boxing Day.
On
buses.
Well, let's say Christmas Day, a taxi here would actually will actually cost us about 35 to 40% more. I know because we had to move a whole heap of people out to the airport to be flown out, and the easiest way was to do it by taxi, because we couldn't leave vehicles out at the airport. So we we ordered Oi for taxis, and yeah, we paid the extra price to get them out to the airport to fly off to go fight the fire on Kangaroo Island. Number
Tell
of
them to
years
go
back.
Christmas Eve. It's cheaper.
Well, we had the problem. We gave them Christmas Day, the first part of Christmas Day, and then the fire just got literally out of control down on the island, and they called for reinforcements, and the easiest way to move people is by air, obviously, but our airport's 25 k's out of town, and you don't want to take all your resources and have to leave them at the airport, so you can so that those people can flexibly fly out.
That's just bad planning. Building your airport that far out of town. We build them in people's back gardens.
No, we had the real big problem that we haven't got any flat. That's the only flat ground we've actually got where you could actually build a runway of any length. We've got hills to the just to the west of us, or the town's actually built up on it. Goes up onto a hill, and then the other side of the hills, you've just literally got lump after lump after lump. You don't have more than 500 meters without going up quite a sizable gradient. So
you don't have excavators.
Yeah, but the amount of excavating that would have been required to actually build an airport was just it wouldn't have been feasible. So they put the airport 25 k's north of the town on a small spot. Yeah. And even then, they've actually built it from right on the edge of a river to the sea at the other end of the runway, and we've got a 2,000 meter runway, so we're able to get the medium-sized aircraft in and out. So yeah, it's one of those things. I wasn't in the original design of the town. That happened many a year ago. The original airport for the town, which back in the old magnificent men in their flying machines days, only required 150 meters of runway to get up or get back down. That was actually in the centre part of town, but it got moved because they just couldn't land anything decent there.
Well, guys, TJ, you've talked us to death. I'm really sorry, but I'm gonna have to leave you.
Hey, it's all right. I was just listening. I'm just listening.
No, I'm gonna go because Laura's staying at her mum's tonight, and I'm going to have a peaceful weekend.
You're going to celebrate, are you?
No, I won't celebrate. Dun, 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 dun. Woo!
Obviously, Laura's not listening at the moment.
Oh, she is. I'll pay for it in a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off too. I'm gonna get some stuff done around here. Maybe go out and fly before it rains.
Well, I think maybe we ought to just shut her down then, huh?
Yeah.
I'll see you all on polls this evening.
Later.
Take care.
Yeah, Joel.
I might do a live later.
If you're alive, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trevor, but if there's no panel, it's because I haven't got Zoom working yet.
Yeah.
Hey, bye everybody.
That was something we noticed last night. Was not. It would have been nice if you were actually able to still speak and actually give us a bit of a hint as to what you're doing.